catches up. Not enough new PlayStation, so we don't have to do a chat test. One of these days I'll probably remove the in-interface chat design, but not today. Good, audio coming through. Hooray! And we're off and running. Alrighty, so we have 3 more rites to do before our next liberation rite. Let's get this show on the road, and by road I mean air. Whee! Alright, we learned last time that if I bump into other dudes en route, it doesn't really get me anything, except potentially trouble. Sir Gilman, who is still very afraid of fights, poor guy. This night's brethren lurk beneath the surface, in numbers untold. We crash to the surface now, we receive a watery burial, as is custom. Well, that's fair. Whoop. Didn't even see your stuff there, Barker. Sorry, dude. I mean, we've beaten you twice, so we kinda are. Hey, kitty. Have a mind to leap on over there and rip your gizzards out. I think at least one of us does actually have a gizzard. Well, there's the harp. The crushed carapace of Violenthius, the Hive Titan. Amazing. Legend of whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Not all believe the book exists. Really? The nature of the book... Well, I guess if not everybody reads. Ooh, good to know, thank you. I will jump in and do exactly that. Let's go ahead and bring you... This has been very loud. This hasn't been too bad. Kinda want to leave this one up. Yeah, we'll leave that one up. Especially... Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. Bring it just a little bit further. Although the music is very pretty. There. Bring sound down just a wee bit more. So one thing I noticed last time is that not only is gender selectable, I totally didn't notice this before, but there's a non-binary option, and that makes me super, super happy. I also, because we've aced like 4 rights in a row, I went ahead and set the difficulty to standard. So I may get my teeth kicked in once or twice tonight. We'll see. Hopefully not. Yes, and it can be altered, which is also lovely. Counted exiles, believing that this titan perished quite by accident. I mean, it looks like a giant freaking moon rock landed on him. They took the titan for a common beast. Fair enough. Alright, so we need to go to either a glue hive or fall flat. Rukey wants to explore the pools in glue hive. What's going on in fall flat? Rukey thinks this will be quickest, leaving you with time for your vocations. Yeah, that's a little bit more valuable than... I'm all set on stuff for the time being. This whole game is very Disney, and the random lyrical interjections only add to that. It's true. Touch down in the Jomara Valley, where first you face the Fate and the Dissidents. I still like the Fate a lot. I'm glad we led with them, because now it's basically jerks all the way down. All right. Nobody here to chat with me, so we're just gonna explore. Make a quick search of the dry flats. Find nothing of note, which is not surprising. Had no frolic? Never. How dare you? Alright, vocations. Let's see. So we get forage, which is... I haven't done that in a while. Kind of want to keep doing the mentor thing. I gave Hedwin a lot of XP, so I've got a few folks who are kind of flagging on leveling. It's mostly just tease. No, Gilman is way down there. Ooh, this will get you a new level point. Damn it, that is. Chat together for a spell. I really hope that was a pun. how to better pass the orb through strength of will and trust in one's triumvirate, rather than through dexterity alone. Nice! Yes, bird titties. You're not wrong. Having to unlearn everything I've learned is going faster than expected. That's good. That's actually very good. Alright, I remembered I wanted to go down this route. I keep meaning to salute, and I keep forgetting every time. Family can use her dash ability in rapid succession and for less stamina. That's pretty nice. After saluting, she instantly switches places. That's always going to take me back home. Yeah, alright, so we'll go with the double dash. A decent game, double dash. It's been a while. I remember it fondly, but that might be a sentiment out of time. Who are we chatting with today? Rukey! What's up, buddy? Having just put back his Greentail family portrait. So last time, we got Rukey's family out of debt with Barker and the punk dog folk. So he's doing pretty well. Also, Shay might have kind of made... She made a friend. I mean, I'm not going to put air quotes around that, because she genuinely did actually make a friend, although that friend's dad is clearly shipping them. I gotta live with you. Alright, buddy. Hit me with it. Truth is, I haven't been entirely upfront. You? I am shocked. Shocked, Rukey. Well, not that shocked. We're not as rich as I've been letting on. Okay, this is the tiniest of secrets. We do fine. We get lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up in saving bonds. My mom needs a little bit of help financially and otherwise. All she's got now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. I told her I'd make something of myself. Just a clerk in her shop. Things started getting tough. Looked through all kinds of different work. Oh, Rukey. Got in with some of Sealy sorts, but the pay was good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, flushing it straight down the river. Pay was right. Mom was so proud. Oh, and then the law caught up with you. Yeah. It would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. I love the Rukey pensive face. Mom doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Oh, sweetie. Not entirely untrue. Don't know how to split this. I want to get out of here. Okay, Rukey, you officially just moved yourself into next up on the Liberation, right? Get back to what I was saying. Plus, honestly, you and Hedwyn will make a good pair on the other side. I'd go straight this time for sure. Listen, kiddo, straight's overrated. Don't go telling anybody that old Rukey Greentail's a mama's boy. Listen, I'm going to tell everyone, but you should be proud of that. Alright. That makes that decision easy. I think we've still got 3 rights to beat tonight, and based on how our timing went last time, I'm guessing we won't quite get to the Liberation right tonight. We're also about to find out exactly what standard difficulty looks like. I was reading some stuff online, and there might be some non-linear difficulty scaling, so I'm prepared to be unpleasantly surprised. So many furries. Well, I mean, yeah. En route to the spring, the wagon comes to a sudden halt. Jody? What's up, sweetie? Oh, of course, Pamitha. What did you say to her? She was reminiscing about her shoulder days, and I just happened to point out I may have suggested the fiery destruction of the Spiral Sanctum happened on her former unit's watch. Seriously? That's not even remotely a joke. I don't care if it's true or not. That was rude. Go apologize. She had to thank the saint that she was spared by her exile. Thought she held no love for your commonwealth. Wow, Pamitha, you do not know how to read a room. She'll never understand what it is you people saw in that dreadful place. Yes. And away she goes. Hey, B, welcome! Oh, we go searching for... Oh no, Jody! Oh, good. Whew. Had me worried. But... okay. How did you patch things up? But you know what? You know what? Nope. It's fine. That's between you two. I think at least I didn't make things worse. Transfer of business, and off we go. Make a note to follow up. Yeah, definitely. Oh boy. Oh man, and if Rukey's the next person I send off on the rights, then I'm stuck with the two of them for another cycle. What could possibly go wrong? Did she sew patches into her? It's not exactly where I was going, but it's possible. Also, hey Zoo. Shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids. Sun serum? Okay, so one-time use items. Cool. And moon serum for presents. Nice. Handy. And they taste pretty good, I guess. Falconron, you're the best. You and your slug family. They give you the lift you need, know what I mean? You get thirsty for them. Listen, I'm gonna let the innuendo write itself. Yes, so this is the third game. I almost said in the series, but it's not. Supergiant Games made Bastion, which is delightfully colorful and very wonderful. They also made Transistor, which is a little problematic, but super good. I can't even be mad. And then this, which so far is delicious and delightful. Yes, it's fantasy basketball to get ourselves out of exile. Also, there's a plan for a revolution back home. Also, I sent my boyfriend first. It's fine. Everything's fine. What have I got? I have $1. Might be time to sell the Faith Stone. Who needs faith? Let's see. Those are quite a bit for one-time use. Don't really need you. Definitely can't afford you. What is this guy again? Scribe Snuff. Oh, that's right. That's the talent reset. We don't need that. Is there ever not a plan for a revolution back home? I mean, not with the games I play, so yeah, you got me there. It's okay, Ron. You got good stuff. That's just, I'm flat damn broke. Alright, listen, Pamitha, we should have some conversations about etiquette, and mostly about not pissing off the 9-foot-tall barbarian woman with horns. That's enlightened self-interest right there. We're limiting not only our own chances, but all your friends' chances as well. Oh boy. There's not nearly enough room in this wagon for this argument. Harper's suggesting perhaps it would be best if I were to form an alliance with the ones whom I fought for the better part of my life. The goblin might be a Sesame Street Muppet. Actually, yeah, Falconron, and so it's the big red slug underneath him is apparently his dad. That could actually beat the puppeteer, I wouldn't know. He could just be a really good ventriloquist. He's never spoken on his own, so nothing says not. Yeah, so Jodie on the left there, the in-character race for her is Demon, and this is not to scale, she's actually like 2, maybe 3 times Pamitha's size.
You got him.
I pretty much adored her immediately, and that hasn't changed. Plus, I sent her closest friend and confidant back home first, so it's probably been a rough week or 2 for her. If I were in the Commonwealth, I would not have stayed my hand. That I can say for certain. So, demons were the warriors of the Commonwealth. Harps, which is what Pamitha is, were one of their main adversaries. So this is kind of an age-old rivalry. And Jodie was a soldier, so this is a very sensitive area for her. Hedwyn was the guy I sent back. He was a wonderful sweetie who was now looking for his sweetie, which, if I'd known he had one, I might have played that differently. Hedwyn would say, what happened back there, perhaps none of it matters. What matters is what we do from here. And yeah, the game is mostly a visual novel, occasional breaks for strategy and sports. I'm looking forward to trying this next write with the difficulty up to normal to see if we have a little bit more of a challenge, and hopefully not way too much of a challenge. Although it seems like losing a write does not stop the story from going forward, so I'm also kind of curious how that'll play out, but we'll see in a moment. Jody, I appreciate you being the... Well, I was about to say being the bigger person, but that's probably not hard. Okay, so the two of you can finally fight together. And not just fight together. Thought she would never come around. I ought to give her the benefit of the doubt here. Am I reading minds? Oh crap, I really hope Sandalwood didn't give me the ability to read minds. I need to learn how to turn that off. I'm sure they'll become great friends, or one of them will murder the other in their sleep. Yeah, those are basically the options at this point. Pamitha seems to have trouble adjusting to a non-backstab society, but she seems to be earnestly trying, so I'm kind of hoping for her. Actually, like, tactically speaking, you two make a really good pair in the rights. See, I managed to make amends! Doubtless we'll get on swimmingly in no time. You have very high hopes, but again, I guess that's hope for the best. It's a big mood. Alrighty, out we go. We're still flat broke. Society and non-backstab don't go together. That's basically been Pamitha's issue so far. Afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparations. Fantasy basketball. Pamitha is nowhere to be found. Last anyone saw her was shortly before the Black Wagon came to rest. Jody, did you kill her and stuff her in the bog? Because... Oh, that's right, because we're fighting her sister. Oh. Yeah, this could be rough. Just getting a little antsy. Had to go and spread my wings. Oh, no, oh god, I did inherit the stupid telepathy. I need to learn how to turn this off. I'm sorry, I don't know how to not read minds. Yeah, I'm trying, I don't... So I was really annoyed when Sandalwood, who... I don't think he was a reader, but apparently is also a mind reader, and a non-consensual one, and I really don't like that. I don't know if he gave me the power, or if just as I've leveled up as a reader, if I've just inherited that power, but it's a really rude power and I don't want it. Anyway, it looks like the show's about to start. As she faces her sister, this is a very private matter between them. And we're fighting underneath a giant scorpion squished by a coconut. I don't think I've seen the constellations up here before. Yeah, okay, thank you. The greater titans have returned. Tariq, is that good? Some of them, and merely in spirit form, those dark stars are a portentous sign. That's not really good or bad. They may light your way, beware the path they illuminate. Okay. Look upon them without fear, I love it. Alright, so these are the dark stars at the edges, the old gods that I've been seeing. Endriga the Widow. Oh, they're challenge mode dungeons. Okay, so you rank up faster by going to the challenge mode ones. Got it. Alright, so this one, oof, damages our health point pool by a lot. Adversaries each get +8 hope. Jesus, nope. Adversaries shall be more cunning and more... Nope, we're gonna go normal. It's a gorgeous game, and the mechanics you're about to see, I've been having a huge amount of fun with. Portents are good, omens are bad. I thought portents just literally meant, like, meaningful or notable. But I could be wrong.
Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves.
Yeah.
Who could stand against them in their fury? You are wise to have resisted their seductions, reader.
That's a word for it.
Focus on your adversaries.
Big squished
keen
scorpion.
As they are to confront you once again.
I love the battlefields.
First, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then.
Alright, this looks like a pretty good field for Rukey or Shay, since they're fast and nimble. And we're up against the Harps. This is Pamitha's sister, Tamitha. Their parents were not terribly original. At least one of their names is not the other's name backwards. That would be awkward. I get rather anxious sometimes the night before one of these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Yeah. It'll be bad if they're the first ones to kick my butt. Alright, the remnants are all set and ready to go. So Pamitha is trying desperately to patch things up with her sister. Her sister sees Pamitha as having betrayed them and cost them their great, like, nighttime incursion into the Commonwealth. Pamitha at least has said that she did it for her sister's well-being. Her sister is not convinced. Now is not the time for talk. Alright, fair enough. Listen, at some point you should deal with your feelings. I'm just saying. I think they have two wings. At least on the battlefield they have two wings. But you only ever really see one. Be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you proposed to me. Oh, that's where you went in the middle of the night. What's up, Pam? I told her she could take my place. So when we get to the Liberation Rite and you want to go, you're going to let your sister go back instead. Pam. You don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused. And for another, well, I'd better tell you later, okay? So we're just going to hang that over our heads. No problem. I'm sure it's fine.
Who shall strive
Alrighty.
for freedom?
Kind of want to put Pamitha out front and center. Which talisman have you got? 3 quickness. That'll be quite good.
Pamitha.
There we go. Lovely wings. Let's... Rukey or Shay? Oh, they're both in about the same place. Yeah, let's get Rook in there.
Rukey.
How? I'm not as practiced with y'all, so it's either going to be Shay or Jody. Jody's a little slow for this competition, so let's go ahead and we'll favor speed.
It is done.
So you get 6 or 7 companions, and they've all got different talents and different styles of movement. And the one guy... ooh, excellent, enjoy. The one guy who was my all-around fighter was Hedwin, and he's the one who has gone away. So we don't actually have a normal fighter anymore. I hope Pamitha and Tamitha make amends, because my understanding is the family is important. Oh, Shay. You sweet summer child. Wastrels of the Commonwealth. Oof. That's, that sounds rough. The pain and loss of your defeat this night will reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Jesus! Not for traitors, my country, or my blood. Okay. Well, now we have to kick their butts. It's me.
The Night Wings are the first to start.
Ooh, that was close. I really thought she had me. None for you. Aha! Oop. Nope. How did she bounce me out there, actually? Whoop. Come on, Rook. You got this, you got this. Ha-ha!
Glory.
Speed demon. Okay, the difficulty has definitely gone up, but it seems so far like it's a fair, like, step. You seem distracted, Pamitha. Listen, you shush. Words you feel I am owed? Again, with the mask doffing in the middle of the match. This just, for safety regulations, you leave the helmet on. Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. That's an odd... Huh. You might rehearse it, okay? No more talk. You started the talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha. Yet here in exile, she
I always
is
forget
not
that they can
but
do that.
talk.
What? Aw, I thought I jumped away. Nope, I did not. And they got me.
Is what the scribes ordained.
Good pass.
Perhaps you are unworthy.
Gotcha! Hollow plumage!
The Nightwing's pyre burns brighter for now.
Boom!
Done.
What a jump, Shay! Frog powers. That's right, they can fly too. Gotcha!
Oh,
Nice try.
out with Rukey.
Oh, I got turned around. They were me and I thought I was them. Oh,
Simply
Huh.
abhorrent.
she turned around
Pyre sputters.
pretty much immediately. That was unexpected. Alright, we got this. Too slow. Okay. Give me Shay. Gotcha!
Time.
Oh, 2 points left.
Your victory's at hand.
Gotcha!
And it is done.
Should have been going for me.
The Nightwings
Should have been going for the
prevail.
basket. Whew.
They proved superior
Okay,
to
standard
their
difficulty so far, so good.
adversaries.
That is definitely more of a sweat
Let's
than
end this
the other
night's
one was.
proceedings.
We win again.
San Securistas.
Don't suppose that means you'll reconsider? You are always obstinate, but in that regard and all others which count for anything, you are inferior. Well, you know what? We don't want you anyway. I shall free myself without your help. Good luck with that. Know that I do love you in a way. In what way, exactly? My purpose is plain, and you stand in its way. My freedom is a means toward an end, and the likes of which you would never abide. Oh, Pam. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed instead. Oh, Pam.
The rights do tend to teach something of trust.
Oh. Very close. Should probably get Gilman and Tizo in a right again soon. They're way behind on leveling.
Until the stars align.
He's so extra, I kinda love him. We 8 decree the rights a test of one's true worth in body, mind, and spirit. Freaking scribes. I know, Shay, you're all about them, but I'm not convinced. Oh, you just got pretty much everybody in this one, huh? And Sandalwood. Hey, buddy. The Commonwealth kind of feels like it's for dicks. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That's kind of that, though. Yeah, that's why we're doing the whole revolution thing. And if I could talk Tamith into helping without just like raining fire on everyone, then that would be great. But I don't expect that kind of nuance is gonna really ring true for her. I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry. There's something you should see. Back to the stars. The golden star reveals itself to us. Somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. Hey, I remember this story from Sunday school. Right, she's the nuclear option. Oh! Ah, the Federation of Planets. I think this is the Liberation Right star, which means we're getting it sooner than I thought. It is! Interact to challenge the Withdrawn. Oh, is that the Jerk Tree? That might be the Jerk Tree. It's been a long time. Alright, so Rukey is next up. The cycle of rights is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes have taken notice. Let's hope not, that sounds terrible. Who are the Withdrawn? Yes, they are the tree guys, the saps. Getting to Mount Elodial ought to be a little easier now that we can fly. Would have been great the first time, but yeah, I'm glad we took the path we took. Should be able to make a landing near some of the old monuments. We'll set forth at dawn. Alright, but give me a second to chat with the harp. How you doing, Pam? Despite Pam's mental conditioning, you can tell something's troubling her. Oh, right. Saps and curs and harps and yeesh. I forget every time. Yeah, and like, Jody's people are just straight up called demons. It's like, yeah. You know what's funny? We don't actually know what species the reader is, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure Tariq the Lone Minstrel is a guardian of some kind. And I don't think we ever heard anyone describe a species for Hedwyn. So, like, I've been assuming human, but who knows? Maybe it's something equally awful. If she weren't my blood sister, I'd think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. I'm pretty sure you're a floating camera. That's it, new headcanon. We're actually playing as Gladys, and this whole thing is fanfiction. Is your character actually a praying mantis? Should apologize to you and everyone. I saw Tamitha out without asking. Figured I'd rather seek forgiveness than permission. At this point, I'm hoping you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You seem really earnest. Like, I don't think you're going to betray me. I think you might screw up and I might have to pay for it. But that's not betrayal. That's like, we like to call that a Rukey maneuver. A Rukey mistake. But may the others see it with such generosity. If they don't, you need but tell me to depart, and I'll be on my way. I don't think that's happening. I don't think we're down for that. The only person who could convince me to make you go away is Jody, and I at least try to talk her out of it first. I'll be on the roof for a bit. I keep forgetting that she perches on the roof. Aw, yay! And out we go. Bong. Fly away. And try not to run into anybody else. Who doesn't perch on the roof? Well, I know Tizo perches inside the wagon. I'm pretty sure if Jody perched on the roof, it would cave in. Sir Gilman's very afraid of heights, so for his own well-being, he probably doesn't. Rukey? Rukey I could see perching up there. I still love just the colorfulness of this game alone makes me adore it. Ooh. Snowy fields. We just go up. Alright, so somewhere up in here we can land. Oh, there we go. What is this? The inverted fall of Solium roars into the sky. Somewhere beyond it lies the Commonwealth, beyond your vision and beyond your grasp. Because we learned before that readers can't participate in the rites, and so they're not eligible for liberation. Your home is there somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Those who transcend the shimmer pool. Well, it's basically a giant teleportation beam. I suppose it would be unfair if we could simply fly. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I think it'd be great. Where can I land around here? Oh, way on down here. Emperor's Fall. Rukey will gain favor from the scribes. Jody will gain favor. I gotta put Jody in for this one. You wonder who among you may... I'm really not wondering this time. It's Rukey. This one's the easiest. It finds you after the post-flight inspection. May we soon liberate another of our own. They shall raise the chances our plan will ultimately... I still love that it's capital P plan. It's a revolution, man. Call it what it is. Now I have Children of the Revolution going through my head, and I'm not even sad about it. Just reminded of that Gary Gygax module where there was a thing that looked like a teleporter but was actually a disintegrator. Yes! There's a... Oh, crud. There's a specific trap that looks like a gate spell, and is just a standing plane of disintegration. Old school traps. I never had a fondness for them, but the older I get, the more I want to run an old school dungeon crawl, ironically. We really need to kind of patch things up with Jodie. I feel like I've kind of like accidentally pissed her off just because of the company I keep. Stop it with the non-consensual telepathy. Scribes, I do not believe that you hear me. Perhaps all this is a joke. If so, do not tamper with the feelings of my comrades. Jodie is just the best. Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. Gary was a very bitter DM. I'm thrilled to say that a good friend of mine who I get to game with very occasionally, about once a year, he went to an early Gen Con and actually got to play in a like midnight to 3 a.m. dungeon crawl game with Gary Gygax. And so the favorite story of it right from the start was that they set down a piece of graph paper, and Henry has a few of these because he's a very prepared dude. And he describes the one room, and describes the shape of it, and Henry draws it out in the upper left-hand corner. And they ask him, okay, where are the exits? And all of the exits immediately lead off of that sheet of graph paper, so he immediately has to fetch out another one. Just right from the start. It's like, that told me everything I needed to know about what a punch-drunk Gary Gygax running a game for strangers would be like, and it's wonderful. Rest in peace, Gary. Jodie gained quickness. That's quite good, because it's not really her thing. Forge isn't bad, especially because we're broke. Let's go ahead and Forge. We've leveled up pretty well. Scribe Monuments, a potent serum here. The Frozen Hills. Something Falcon Ron. Okay, we go here for cash. 81. That's quite a good glowing shard you got there. Just listen to the Adventure Zone that kind of used the Tomb of Horrors as a base. Griffin just kept stopping to go, why is this in the... Yes. Yeah. Griffin, who I actually consider to be... Because I've actually been re-listening to the Adventure Zone. Griffin, who I consider to be a not a ruthless DM by any means, but like he clearly has enough faith in at least his brother Travis that he throws the kitchen sink at them. Just listening to him being absolutely gobsmacked by the stuff that exists in D&D will never go out of style for me. It's called the Tomb of Horrors, not the Tomb of Mildly Vexing Obstacles. The Tomb of Mildly Vexing Obstacles, band or album.
Marikaba.
Your presence is not unwelcome. Yay! That actually makes me really happy. 16 years you've been in exile. Let me sit with that a moment. 16 years. Now, admittedly, I've got a nice lady in a crystal ball who's been there 837 years. But 16 is a lot of years. That's almost half my actual life. All she wants right now is to listen. You got it. That was my plan anyway. I've kept count, but not just in this breastplate for each passing day. Notice how much it's frayed. Whew. The orphans whom I fostered would be long since fully grown. You fostered orphans, of course you did, you wonderful giant. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke of how they longed to one day serve with me on the blood border. So the demons are the front line of defense in... I'm going to go ahead and call it Scandinavia, or the Great Wall of China. The Edge. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if I were still captain, could I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? Okay, I'm going to cry a little bit, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. The Commonwealth and the Hyming remnants, they have fought eternally, though such have I have come and gone through the ages. If I had remained, it's unlikely I would have lived to see this day. That's a fair point. The Great Wall of Scandinavia, right? It's... Yeah, we actually haven't gotten much on your backstory. Like, we knew you were a soldier, but we don't know why you are in exile. They said I was the best. It was a standard patrol. I ran across a pack of harp fledglings, fully armed and preparing for a strike, but all on their own. They were nothing. We ensnared them all and took them in. They were not yet conditioned and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I couldn't do it. The Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committed such acts through one such as me. It was unconscionable. I let the damned birds go. Made no claims to the contrary, and turned myself in. Of course you would. Anybody who has played in the Dragon Age universe, Jodie is so Kunari it hurts, and I'm kind of okay with that. It was cast down the following week, 16 years ago. See, I knew you were a decent person. I didn't know you were that decent of a person. Holy crap. I figured that there was actually, like, a genuine mistake that made you a good person since, but no, you've been a good person for at least 16 years and a week. If I were faced with the same choice again, I do not know for certain that I would have chosen just the same. And now she goes to make another mark on the armor. I played the first poorly named Dragon Age. I don't actually recall anyone's character traits. The Kunori don't really come up much in Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age 2 spotlights them much more. Your roving makeshift home in the downsides. We're going to go to continue. Sten was disapproving. Yeah, Sten was also, like, super misogynistic and fatalistic, and I'm not a huge fan of Sten. Other than as, like, the straight man to Alistair, not a big fan. If you ever see video of Dragon Age 2, the Ereshkigal is fantastic. So the far cry from Sten in Dragon Age 1 to the Ereshkigal in Dragon Age 2, it's a high climb. Alright, so that'll give Shay a boost. I did say that I wanted to give Sir Gilman some chances, so let's go ahead and take the Gilman path. So we'll have Rukey, Gilman, and Jodie for this ride. I do remember everyone disapproving. That's your average Dragon Age playthrough. Pass a monument to Under King Ores. I gotta stop it with reading minds. Next time I talk to Sandalwood, my question is going to be, how do you turn this off? I bet he doesn't even know. He probably hasn't even looked. What a jerk. +3 glory. That's pretty fantastic. I think glory determines how much damage they do. Sure, let's go with that. Also remember that a huge chunk of the game was bribing your party members to sleep with you. Found that very distasteful. Yeah, the fact that they linked the approval system, because there was a way to actually, like, gain approval purely through relationships and paying attention to the stuff they liked and didn't like. And there were some super well done, like, it wasn't, you always had an easy button for getting with somebody. But the fact that you could circumvent that by just buying them stuff was like, ew, no. Back to the Scribe's Gate. Tariq takes the head off. So this is the thing, for those of you who didn't see it the last time, that really makes me think, so the Gate Guardian on the right is very clearly got a sun theme, and this makes me think that Tariq is very moon themed, and this raises all kinds of questions for me about the minstrel's real backstory. Also the fact that the two of them clearly have a history. Yeah, no, you got it. We've been here before. This ain't my first rodeo. I love that Sir Gilman gets the action lines. Everybody's through. Do. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Well, I just got +3 glory, so.
Salutium, Celes.
Aww. Listen, every time we come back here, I'm liking Celeste more and more. She has the same attitude towards the minstrel that I did. Much prefer Saints Row 4, where you walk up to a crew member and hit a button that asks them if they want to do a sex. That's a very Saints Row 4 thing. Saints Row 4 had some exceptional lamp shading. I still have that one. I need to play through it at some point. I'm still in the like weird Fallout 3 simulation of the 1950s where I was just shooting someone with a rocket launcher, which is a terrible place to leave that game, to be honest. Yeah, so the first time that we were here, I really had to think long and hard about who we were going to send. This time, it's pretty obvious. Oh no! Yeah, I gotta figure that slugs don't handle the cold super great. Listen, Falcon Ron, I really appreciate you going the extra mile for customer service. Alright, let's go ahead and sell you this nice glowing shard.
Oh.
I might just hang on to that, because I've been trying to save up for some of these big things. Yeah, lunar glass would be super nice. What's this? Infernal Bloom. Yeah, I never really do aura casting. Talisman leveling up, which isn't bad. Are any of these like super cheap? Or sometimes they go on super sale. Nah, alright. I just noticed he's singing. Falcon Ron, you're lovely. Alright. Let's do this. Every time I hear Celeste, which I've been hearing all day, I just hear the sting from that terrible Christina Aguilera movie, Burlesque. I know what all of those words are individually. I don't know the reference. I'm gonna go ahead and guess just from that editorial that I don't really need to watch the movie you're referring to. I'm vaguely aware of it. I might just be thinking of her participation in the Lady Marmalade video, though. It's not a good movie. Okay, I appreciate that. Alright, so now Sandalwood and the Minstrel are plotting again. Each rite is consequential to our journey, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. Got an estimated by how much each of your companions may contribute. Seriously? Innate tendency to lead, oratory skill. Really? It's nothing personal, we're all in this together. Uh-huh. We have to return in time. Know that for each one of us who goes, he or she shall raise our total chance of success. Yeah, Hedwin was apparently a really good choice, because he already bumped the plan's success rate by 31%. Or gets the withdrawn. Who are the bog folks? Actually, wait, that's right, they're the witches, they're not the saps. Who's Udmilda? Oh, that's right, these are the old god worshippers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Liberation Fatagan. Even the stars agree. Aww. I mean, I am still undefeated, not that I want to jinx it. Okay, so we have a chance. The adversary's Pyre gains plus 30. Yours gets minus 30. Adversary's get plus 8 hope. No. We're gonna. I'm not having any trouble with the leveling up. We're just gonna stick to the straight and narrow for now. I'll invoke the old gods when I get cocky. All right, so we got to put in Rukey first, because he's the one who's gonna get liberated. Then Jody, and then Sir Gilman. I've actually forgotten how Sir Gilman moves, so that's gonna be awkward.
Returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union.
Alright, so that's clearly a demon scribe, that's a harp scribe. I think that's a sap scribe on the right?
But only for one exile
and a worm
who
scribe on the back
prevails in
left.
this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the withdrawn which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
So one additional, like, sports-themed piece of all this was that since the first Liberation Rite, they literally keep an active standings of all of the other Triumvirate's records. Whoever is in second place at the end of all that is the one we face. So you can actually keep track of your opponents and choose who to fight if you want to knock somebody down so you don't have to face them in the final. Which is kind of clever.
Volunta lorigas.
Regita noxalas.
I literally just put together Moon Guardian Nightwings. There they are. We are known. Okay, so that's a good sign. Also, the prolonged S's. This is fine. This is totally fine. By the fell wings and many seeing eyes of Islash the Astralborn. The scribes failed to stop Islash. That's good to know. We shall return unto the land which Islach shall usurp. God, that's a heck of a combo of words. Well, it's me, so I'm not super down with letting an old god take over. The first companion who you choose, I appreciate that reminder.
Noxalas.
Okie dokie. Again, this one super easy.
Free.
Rookie boy. +3 presence. Anoint.
Rukey.
Though if I get out of here, I don't know what you're going to do without me. It will be a lot less humorous around here without you or Headwind, to be honest. Alright, let's see. You've got... Make you second.
Gilman.
Which is good, because it means the third person left will be Jody, who has the defense. God, his presence is so tiny. He's such a little tiny aura.
Jodariel.
Plus, she also gives me a huge buff, which is good because they have somebody who knocked my Pyre down from the start, which was really just such a jerk move. Yeah, I'm not super down for beating Islach.
Commence.
That went somewhere I didn't expect it to. Whoa, whoa. Well, that's on you. Nope. Go, Gilman, go! Whoa, okay, triple hop, was not expecting that. I thought you had the ball! How did your aura hit me? Yeah, the soundtrack is something else. None for you! Okay, so Jody is second. That was a miscalculation on my part. That's fair. Did he? Huh. So he doesn't actually aura throw. That would have been good to know. I really should not have brought somebody I was this unpracticed with into a liberation, right? That was a mistake. But we know Rukey. Speed demon. Befoul our enemies within thy blood. Wait, hang on. Are you seriously gonna... Shall summon forth dark pools of banishing. Wherever any exile is banished. You freaking cheaters! You cheating cheaters. Not what I was going for. Not at all what I was going for. I saw that move coming. You've done the triple jump before. Now I know what that looks like. Yes, yes. Nope, not enough. Not enough stamina. You got this, Gilman. I believe in you. Hoo-ha! Righteous flame. Oh. Come on, buddy. Ha ha ha. Nice job, Rukey. Righteous dude! Whoops. Whoop! Oh, almost! Almost! How can I not hit you in the air? That's rude. Kind of explains why my harp has been so successful, though. Nope. Nope. Didn't get my jump back in time. Ooh.
Plunges into flame.
Come on, Rook. Gotta win this back. What?
Vanished
What?
from this place.
How did... Oh, that's right. I forgot how he does this thing.
Your pyre weakens.
Yeah, I cannot play Sir Gilman at all.
Good.
Missed me.
Rukey doused the adversary's flames.
One more. Oh, this is tense.
Once more.
Nope.
I'll move pity
Didn't land it.
transpired there.
I really thought I outspeeded you.
Banished.
Apparently not. None for you. Come on, Jody. Come on, Jody.
There.
That felt a little weak, but alright. Come on, Gilman. Come on, Gilman. Yes!
And there it is
My dude!
at last. The Nightwings proved their worth.
Flying. This creature cannot be blocked except by other creatures with flying. Whew, that was close.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus
Take that,
the
you old god.
scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds.
Oh man, so that's now two
Return
of
to
my best
glory
players
in the Commonwealth.
sent back. It's gonna get only harder
His
from here.
adversary
I have to
and
learn how to play
all
Gilman and
others
Tizo.
shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
So I forgot that worms don't have a cast aura, they just dart back like Tracer Recall style and blow up anything in their way, which is not super duper helpful on the offensive. This affront against Islash has been recorded. Listen, good luck with that. I don't plan to be here when that's done. He gets the nice robes. Guess I'm supposed to jump into this waterfall thing, and that's it. Home free. Hey, listen, Rukey, say hi to your mom for me. Oh, buddy. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, yeah? Listen, I knew that sending Rukey on was going to make me cry, but this is well done. Even without old Rukey Greentail there to keep an eye out on all you. we are mostly a bunch of slowpokes, although Gilman and Shay are pretty quick. I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly on Commonwealth stock. Pretty sure I'm gonna forget each and every one of you. Guess I don't. Be sure and stop by and visit me if you get back. Aha. Oh, the ears. I can't. Vroom. This is weird in here. God, I love him. Yay!
Godspeed, Rukey Greentail. The 8 scribes are ever merciful.
Yeah.
By their grace, the cycle of the rites.
I may not be on the Islach bandwagon, but I'm not a huge fan of the scribes either. No offense, Shay. I love that you can't even see Jodie's experience bar because she's too big. Alright. Heart Eye. I will never be over the Heart Eye. Man, so now Gilman is my speed demon. Oh, I'm really gonna have to get used to him. After using his slash, Gilman can use it again to instantly... Ooh, that is handy. Slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. No, being able to bounce back is going to be a lot more useful. Alrighty.
Until the rites begin anew.
Exiles not chosen for a rite gain inspiration, or gain enlightenment at a faster rate while they have it. That's right, it's the little... I keep calling it rested XP because I've played World of Warcraft too much, but it's a little green bar that you get. Alright, 2 liberation rites down. Such the glorious night this turned out to be. I just realized that we have Don Quixote the Worm. Gilman, Tizo, and Rukey for Team Fast! yeah. That's okay, Gilman, Tizo, and Shay are still Team Fast, because she can jump like the Dickens. She's basically Froppy. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. This will never crack me up. So Rukey only added 10% to the plan's success. You know what? I don't care. He got to go home to his mama. He's out of debt. He's good. His time is paid. Yeah, Jody is absolutely team slow. I need to get better at using her jump, where she actually leaps and slams. Because it moves faster than her dash, I think. For now, we must persevere. Take it you've seen the stars, or rather, the lack thereof. So every time we do a liberation rite, the stars just go away. Alright, so we'll head back to the little camp thing. He has another errand. I super duper don't trust him still. Like, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong about Sandalwood. I'm worried I'm not. Sir Gilman, in uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. So many furries. Glory to the noble Rukey! Long may he prosper. Hail. In noble Rukey, this knight found a kindred spirit. Aww, you're sad he's gone. Such blinding speed. Yeah, he was really freaking fast. It was great. Rukey won me, like, a lot of these matches, so it's gonna be tough. It will be hilarious if I end up resolving whatever Jody's immediate thing on this side of the line is, and she ends up being the third person liberated. Then the original 3 will be the first 3 out. This knight shall train until such time as he is swifter than the jagged lightnings of the deathless tempest. This knight must beg his leave, for it is time, not for his rest, but for his training. Listen, I'm sure we can find you some windmills. I'm trying to remember, somewhere over here we had a thing of Rukey's. Oh, I know what it was. It was like the family portrait, which he took with him, as he should. No, we haven't checked in with Sandra in a bit. A visit from my favorite reader. I'm the only reader, but okay. The perfect gentle worm. See? That's, you know. Gilman really is great. Did not expect your little followers to be quite so receptive to instruction. In any case, I'm pleased they're not entirely disgraceful. Like, I know she's rude as shit, but I kinda love her. It's pleasant when those expectations are exceeded every now and then. Can't recall when last that was. These brief times in which you visit with me. Aww. Whenever it decides that one of your little friends is worthwhile enough, I can offer them a trial. And likewise, I can offer you a chat. I'm more interested in the chat, to be honest. Sometimes I think as you achieve those trials of mine, perhaps it does not trim the length of my eternal banishment. Eternity being what it is, maybe not. Interesting. So there are challenge trials where you actually send one lone individual into some kind of a challenge mode thing. I haven't tried it yet, but that's the description. For a unique reward, which I assume is either like leveling up or a talisman. But I mostly come here just to chat with Sandra. I'm not to influence you in your use of the Beyonder Crystal. Not there to be tampered with by anyone, including me. Aww. Well, honestly, if doing trials will get you out of here faster, then I need to start doing some darn trials. But first, continue on. Moonlit alcove, and let Sandalwood do his weird, mysterious business mysteriously elsewhere. I really want to be wrong about Sandalwood. I want him to not actually be a bad guy. I'm worried. We've returned to a place of respite. We are at the mercy of the stars, so I expect they'll shine bright again in time. Yeah. And now we just have to wait. The plan of which you all are a part is set in motion. Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. Noticing the embers here. If your companions return through the liberation rites, what sort of place will they be coming back to? Ooh, I think that's some of the first weather other than the deathless tempest that we run across. I love this. Amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting. Just wonderful. Please tell me we're convening in the wagon. There's an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Listen, I'm all for more transparency. Look around at your companions, what do you see? In all of you, in all of us, I see a living version of the 8 scribes themselves. Yeah, I noticed that there was a little bit of a one from each species thing going on. We've got kind of a Captain Planet aesthetic. My observation does not come from pompousness. I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Well, this is going to make Shay super happy. Wolfred's into transparency too. That's why he reads everyone's mind. You're not wrong. If I could read his mind, I wouldn't even mind doing it accidentally. Exiles liberated through their rights went on to found the Commonwealth. You know, that just raised an interesting question. So apparently, exile to the downside predates the Commonwealth, and what were they being exiled from before that? Huh. Interesting little bit of world building. An instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose. Really? I thought the whole point was to fix it, not to go back to the way it was. I don't want to... I almost made a terrible joke. I'm going to leave it alone. When we're all united on the other side, the people will all see that we reflect the values they cherish in their own hearts, not merely our own. We are missing one key representative. On behalf of Molten Melive. A witch. We don't know a witch. I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think will fit. Tell me this is Bertrude. Yee, Bertrude! Yay! What's up, Bertie? It's good to see you again. This is where you go when your game is over. Downside's like the underwear in Paper Mario. It kind of seems like it. We are to understand that you require further aid from us. The most accomplished alchemist whom I've ever met. How many have you met? Big Bertrude? She's been dead for 20 years. Okay, so all the witches go with we, which is either a Venom-like symbiotic relationship or some kind of regal moniker, and I'm pretty okay with both. Tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues. I'm guessing it's more of a symbiote relationship thing. Wonder how she plays. But welcome aboard. And we have stars again, because of course they are. I should play Super Mario. Yeah, I've heard extremely good things. I honestly need to get back into Nintendo systems at large at some point. Just because there's such a backlog of good games at this point that I need to catch up on. I haven't even played a single Mario Party. Alright, so y'all are still out here. Can't go to you yet, but we can see you now. Which is nice and creepy in its own right. Alright, looks like it's just you two. Yeah, you guys are lit, but you're not. Oh, wait, hang on. Triesta? There's the accusers. Who's a goal? Further down. No, we fought Barker first last time. Ooh, I am curious about Ignarius. I'm more curious about... Well, so we only fought the... I can't remember the Tempers. We've only fought the Tempers once. And he seemed to know something about, or at least was interested in, Jody at the time. And I'm curious to see how that goes down. I love that the Fate are back in second place. I really like these guys. Oh man, Temper are way down here. Withdrawn we just beat, so they're in dead last. What else is up here? Oh, the Pyre Hearts are up there. Well, we do need to deal with that guy at some point. Alright, so it's either going to be we go to Haub, or way up here, Triesta. I don't really have anything against the accusers, so yeah, let's go ahead and... I want to know more about this dude's deal. The Mario RPGs are just universally wonderful, at least up through Super Mario. Yeah, I even really liked what I saw of Mario Odyssey. So it's like there's just so many good Nintendo games. Again, we were faced with the Demon Ignarius and his brutes, the Tempers. That seems a little rough, but alright. Alright, let's get some backstory. Oh, I forgot the Pompadour. Kadabra over here. Longtime residence of the downside is evidenced by his appearance. He's also waited years for... Okay, so he and Jody have both been here a long darn time. Born to a middling family, got in trouble early and often. Found his calling in the not entirely legal red light district. Oh, I love it. Mario Odyssey has a Dark Souls piss-take boss without hyper-realistic dragons. That's amazing! There he took many jobs, mostly involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer. That's not where I expected the sentence to go. They said he worked the red light district, took many jobs, most involving his sheer size, and boy, bouncer was not in the top 10 of where I thought that was going next. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin. He gave him a tremendous thrashing. Guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain who then exploited his connections, having Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This guy looks like he should be voiced by Patrick Warburton. Yes! Completely agreed. Survived alone through tenacity and strength. Also, possibly being just too oblivious to know when he's lost. Alright, so he's basically been all alone and recently got inducted into the Tempers. Sorry, I just went off a cliff there for a moment. Ignarius struggles to return to a place that wants nothing to do with someone like him. Should never have been exiled. Yeah, listen, a lot of people in this whole, like, extended family should never have been exiled. Bertrude! Welcome to the club. Such clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it. She was the one who outfitted the wagon to make it seaworthy before it was airworthy. And yeah, we have collected a whole mess of junk since then. I've really run out of shelf space. Still haven't... Excuse me, what? Yawning time. That must be the reading one. Yeah, hi. The mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. I just realized that the thing that I've been mistaking for like a cloak over a hump of some kind may actually just be a giant mushroom cap, and that's even cooler. We are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites. Hey, there you go, Tariq. Listen, I know this is going to be a shock, but I'm glad to see you. We've been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract. Rotworm gizzard extract. That just, every word makes it that much better. It's possible Volfred has a small supply, of course he does. Still want to know Tariq's whole deal. But at the moment he got me out of there, and I'm pretty good with that. Speaking of, now that we have a new person, let's get you the presence amulet. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and leave you with that. Can use more people with big auras, especially given the fight we have coming up. Pretty much always scowling. It's just their face is like that. The comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here. This place is way too nice. Get me out of here. I miss my shithole. Oh god, what was it from Robin Hood Men in Tights? Wait, you changed your name to Latrine? Yeah. Used to be Shithouse. No! Sir Deluge. You came right off the clipping plane at me. Poor Deluge. So we've bumped into plenty of people in the air. It doesn't seem to have any effect, but we get a cool little interaction every time. And none of the worms, despite the Y in their name, none of the worms like to fly, and I think that's adorable. Doo-doo. Whee! Way on down. Past the heffalump trees. I love the little hop it does when it gets to the edge of a boundary territory. Over the sea. Haha! There you are! Play a little trick on your good friend Manly. How very, very clever. I can afford repairs. I will laugh if, like, shaking up someone's wagon actually has an effect on their next right. I'll call it even, and when I return to the Commonwealth, I'll see to it that you or your loved ones there are suitably rewarded. Wow, I really still hate that schmuck. And around we go. The forbidding cairn of Haub. Some feel the listless remains of Shaq's six shoulders. Again, lots of mouthfuls in this one. It's become more and more Dr. Seuss by the minute. The Bone Titan. They simply don't want to go through flanking hands, which is fair. If you know the true significance, your adversary's temper should be on their way here now. And yeah, we have the least experience with them out of literally everyone. Shay wants to go to the mud baths. We could do with the hot springs episode. Shay expressed an interest in seeing how the wild curs in this vicinity are doing. You know, honestly, in honor of Rukey, I think we're going to have to go here. To majestic Licksand. The place names in this, I swear to God. Oh, hang on, what's this? Bertrude has unusually etched cards depicting the Greater Titans. She has Old God tarot cards. I want a set. What is this new thing? So-called singing is the sound of countless screeching wheel mites. Why would you keep that on a top shelf? Also, the fact that this thing keeps just floating by itself, it's in a different position every time I come back, is a little unnerving all on its own. What's Jody up to? Where's the rug? There it is. Jody's status, braiding her hair. Fantastic. Why would you keep that? Exactly! Countless Screeching Wheel Mice is my karaoke stage name. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, listen, Wolfred, I'm gonna be completely blunt with you. You're entirely too pretty. I really don't want you to be evil. Like, I want you to be genuine. At most, misguided. I could deal with misguided. But really, you gotta stop with the unwelcome telepathy. You gotta. And in the meantime, teach me how to not accidentally do that to all my friends. Thoughts about the Book of Rites. This was me all through school. Also, in reality, I haven't actually looked through the in-game book very much. You've come this far on faith alone? Faith, dumb luck, quick reaction times, years of Twitch gaming, you know, whatever you call it. Well, you're missing out. I don't really need a book. I have a really nice lady who is trapped forever in a crystal ball. It's amazing that these volumes have survived all this time. Whatever they were made of withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. The ideas remain rather provocative. To think the Commonwealth disavows the existence of the book despite official recognition of the 8 scribes. Interesting! It's an apocrypha? Well, the reasons why are in there, written plain. How fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. It's really just politics. It's gonna turn out to be just super good-hearted and only wants to help you, but has a habit of sneering and talking in riddles. It's a personal problem. He polls poorly. You'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interest in its teachings. I used to teach. He used to be a teacher. Okay, going around again. He used to be a history teacher. We found out last time that, at least according to his own story, and I'm still taking everything he says with a grain of salt, but at least according to his own story, Wolfred was exiled because he started printing revolutionary pamphlets that basically spoke out against the Commonwealth's ban on reading. So he was publishing a pro-literacy magazine, and for that he got banished. And it's like, that's pretty freaking noble. Assuming it's true. And that's a big assumption. Explore Lixand! That fits the history teacher backstory, right? Super good-hearted, only wants to help, has a habit of sneering and talking in riddles whose only answer is death. Yeah, that's a complete picture. You're not wrong. Curs off in the distance, driven wild by the heat. They're roaming free, but they don't seem happy. Alright. Vocation time. Alright, this one's good because it helps everybody. It's not bad. We also haven't done that one in a while. But I keep sending all of my high experience people off, so I need to use this opportunity to level up everyone else. Alright, you've already got one heck of a lead onto level 2. Nobody's really close to a level. Shay would probably get one, but she doesn't really need one. Alright, you're brand new. Let's see what your talent tree looks like. I'm sorry, masteries. You and Bertrude go over her understanding of her aura. And its connection to her presence, both physical and spiritual. Nice. It's cool to learn something about you. I'm still really curious to see what her playstyle looks like. Ba-wong. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hex of Defeat. While her Pyre has less fire than the adversary, she deals an additional 5 damage. Her aura arcs at a wide angle. Oh, that's right, they have the weird, like, shotgun aura casting. Charge up time before she can use her aura blast is greatly reduced. That's handy. While her Pyre has less fire than the adversaries, her adversaries deal 10 less damage. Holy cow. Alright, so this is a really good, like, come-from-behind hero. And then this is the other half. While Bertrude's Pyre has more fire than the other, she deals an additional 5 damage. After she pounces, she instantly recovers all stamina. That's not bad. While slithering, adorable, uses 50% less stamina and moves 30% more quickly. That's pretty handy. Once per rite after saluting, still haven't done it. We're on. This is episode 5. I've not once remembered to salute during a rite. Once per rite after saluting adversaries, Bertrude turns them into fast-moving howlers. Interesting. I think we're gonna go with this route because I like the defensive approach. I could use another defender other than just Jody, especially if I send Jody on. Let's see. Could continue our journey. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and at least get to the next spot. We got about 4 or 5 minutes left here. To the cairn! Let's see if we can find some details. Because I think it'll save and stop us before we hit the commence the right part. And we can chat with Falcon Ron. And... ooh! We haven't touched... what is this thing? Hang on. This is the terrible thing they've given me. Also, happy Pride. It's way too late for that, but whatever. It's always Pride in my heart. It's a Pride Bone Xylophone. Band or album? Who am I kidding? That's totally a band. Xylobones! Did I mention this game was getting increasingly Dr. Seuss as we went along? Alright, let's see what... That's definitely put me in a mood to talk to Shay. Seems to be speaking to herself again. Listen, at this point, I no longer assume that she's speaking to herself. If it's out loud, she's talking to somebody. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. What a lovely little poem. Passages from the Book of Rites. Though to your knowledge she cannot read. Freedom to the worthy, the downside cannot let us all go free. Thus, freedom to the worthy. Sounds like some meritocracy BS, but we're going to leave that alone. Oh, Saint Triesta. Which one was Triesta again? 5th of the 8 scribes, known as the disciplined or the blessed born. Eldest of the harp matriarchs. Sent at the conclusion you formed with your 7 most trusted friends. She's literally chatting with one of the scribes. And the thing is, at this point, I believe that she actually is. I wish all of your friends safe passage there among the stars. It must be so beautiful out there. This little muffin, we haven't actually discovered any kind of a, like, legit side quest for her. In fact, she was exiled for being mad, which was, like, a very heartbreaking little side arc last time. And she has now met a boy who was raised by dogs. So, like, her story is definitely getting new chapters to it, which is really cool. I don't want to let her go. I'm also not super sure she'll do great in the Commonwealth. So we're probably going to hang on to her the longest. With your wings you can fly freely. You can visit me anytime. Don't worry, Bad Road. Smite had a match on Cuso Grande. Again, I know what all of those words mean individually. I will find out the context later. You don't need a pair of wings in order to be free? Sometimes I wish I was like you or Miss Mammoth. Honestly, you jump good, so in the words of Samurai Jack, it's like flying. I am the way I am because I'm meant to be this way. I know that you are always watching. Yay! Thank you and your friends. Once they reveal that they're actually being executed. We did get some correspondence supposedly from Hedwyn, but I'm not sure it's legit yet, so I'm still holding out that at some point when this is all over, we'll get to the other side, and the other side is just a noose. In the Commonwealth, her unwavering faith in the scribes would have been seen as delusion. Such prayer or communion was forbidden. Interesting. They're being sent to a farm upstate. Exactly. That was my original conclusion. So far, it seems like either that was not correct, or it's more complicated than that, and they're doing a lot more work to keep up the illusion. I didn't realize that once an exile returned to the Commonwealth, that they'd still be able to correspond with exiles, which is kind of cool. Although it raises some questions about all the people our people left behind, but never mind. The scribes were mythical figures, but even they worshipped the stars, and it was the stars that lit the way for the founders of the Commonwealth. Alright. Well, we are about a minute over time. I think we're still mostly waiting on something more expensive here from Falcon Ron. So we will go ahead and call it after I do just a little bit of shopping here. So, Bad Road, you came in at the worst possible time, I suppose, but just in time. It's been a very interesting evening. We got another exile liberated. Our dear friend Rukey Greentail, the cur, has headed back home to his mama to take care of her, and I think he has other family that he mentioned, but the mama is the important part, and they're now debt-free, so Rukey is living his best life in the Commonwealth, along with Hedwyn, who will hopefully keep him on task and remind him of the whole revolution thing that he's supposed to be helping with. I gotta figure out exactly who I'm gonna send next. But I think by then, we've now gotten Pamitha and her thing with her sister kind of resolved. I think next up we're gonna have to send Sir Gilman to meet with Sir Deluge, his former brother-in-arms, and figure that whole thing out. But first we're going to go up against the Tempers and Ignarius again, and see if he has any more words for Jodie, and if we can tease out a little bit more of what's been happening in her 16 years in exile. All of that will happen tomorrow night when we pick up this game again. I don't think, based on the timeline we're dealing with here, I don't think that'll be the end of it. I think that'll be our one more stream we'll get closer. But I think we still have 2 or 3 sessions of this before we're done with the game, especially at the pace we're taking it, because I'm doing kind of all of the side stuff. So I think we got a little bit more Pyre left, and honestly, I could not be more thrilled with that, because I still love this game. Hopefully y'all are enjoying watching it. I'm enjoying the heck out of playing it. Let's see, what is tonight? Monday? Christy, is it Passepartout night? If so, I highly recommend heading over to the Squirrel Lily channel for a unique experience. It's a game about being a starving artist. Passepartout the Starving Artist, I think is the full name. It's delightful all by itself, and Christy's fantastic at it. And then also, Christy, who is absolutely amazing, then does a for real LARP of Passepartout and paints the thing that they painted in the game. It's wonderful. It's super cool. If you haven't been over there to watch it, I highly recommend it. Over on Squirrel Lily, starting soonish. There'll be an announcement up on Mastodon. I'll be hosting it from here. In any case, thank you all so much for stopping in. I hope to catch you around tomorrow night as we deal with the demon, as we dance with the demon in the pale moonlight, and then also deal with a really awkward worm reunion. And then whatever comes after that. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I hope to catch you around for the next one.